Bro, defending in eFootball 26 right now feels like you're playing against attackers who installed cheat codes in real life. You think you've stopped them, then suddenly they slide through like your defense doesn't exist. You block a pass, yet the ball bends around you like it's guided by Wi-Fi. You try to pressure, and the attacker turns into peak Ronaldinho with the smoothness of a ghost. And it got to a point where I genuinely thought my phone was the problem. I cleaned my screen, wiped my thumb like 5 times in one match, reduced my brightness, even changed my grip. But none of that changed anything because the problem wasn't the screen. It was the fundamentals. So I made a decision that night. If Konami wasn't going to help me defend, then I was going to learn to defend myself with pure skill and real game understanding. I tore down everything I thought I knew about defending and rebuilt it from the ground up. After hours of trials, losses, frustration, retries, and slow improvement, I found 8 defensive principles that changed my entire gameplay. These tips don't rely on legends or high-rated cards. You don't need luck. You don't need meta players. You just need these fundamentals. Once I mastered them, my defending went from chaotic and panicky to calm, intelligent, and controlled. And today, I'm giving you all 8, fully explained, deeply broken down, and ready to apply. Tip 1. Your formation helps. Your shape determines your defense. Your formation affects your defensive stability more than you think. Compact formations help you reduce gaps, while wide ones stop wing abuse. Choosing the right setup for your playstyle makes defending feel more natural. It's not a tip that instantly changes your gameplay, but it supports everything above it. Tip 2. Man-marking the silent prison. You put attackers in. Man-marking isn't running after attackers like you're chasing a thief. It's positioning yourself so closely and so intelligently that the opponent feels uncomfortable receiving the ball. The goal is to stay slightly beside the attacker, not directly behind him, because when you stand beside him, you block the turn, you block the passing angle, and you block the shot option before it even forms. Instead of rushing toward the ball, mark the player who's going to receive it. Be there early. Make sure the attacker feels your presence before the ball even reaches him. When you do this correctly, you force mistakes without pressing a single button. The striker can't breathe, the cam can't turn, and their entire build-up collapses before it even begins. That's the power of intelligent man-marking. Tip 3. Pulling defenders back. The secret pros. Use but never explain. This is probably one of the most underrated defensive strategies in the entire game. When your opponent is running at you with pace, most players panic and rush forward, leaving massive space behind them. And that's exactly how they get destroyed by through balls. The real secret is to pull your center back backwards instead. Drag him back. Reduce the space behind you. Force the opponent to slow down. When you do this, you kill the threat instantly. Through balls become useless, pace abusers get frustrated, and attackers are forced into predictable sideways movements. This one habit turns your backline into a calm, unbreakable wall. Tip 4. Interception. The art of defending without touching. Interception is one of the most beautiful forms of defending because you don't need to tackle or pressure aggressively. You simply position yourself in the passing lane and let the game reward your intelligence. Instead of looking at the runner, focus on the passer. Predict where the ball is going, not where it is. Move slowly, stay balanced, and angle your defender between the ball and the target. When done right, your defender automatically sticks a foot out and collects the pass with 0 effort. Elite defenders don't chase, they predict. And the more you intercept, the less tackling you ever need to do. Tip 5. Blocking. Become a human wall. That shot's fear blocking isn't running into attackers with full speed and praying the ball hits you. Blocking is all about angles. You need to position yourself diagonally between the attacker and the goal, keeping your chest facing the ball while adjusting slightly left or right depending on the shot angle. When your angle is correct, attackers have no shooting lane. They either shoot into your body, drag the shot wide, or are forced to pass backward. Good blocking frustrates attackers because it removes their freedom completely. It turns your defender into a physical obstacle that shots simply cannot escape. Tip 6. Dash and pressure. Controlled aggression not chaos. Most players press and dash at the same time, and this is why they slide past attackers like ice skaters. Pressing is meant to slow the attacker down. Dashing is meant to close space quickly. They are two different tools and must be used differently. Use pressure first to contain. Once the attacker hesitates or slows down, use a short dash to close the final space. Then release everything so you can reposition. Defending becomes easy when you stop holding buttons and start using small bursts, controlled movements, and intentional releases. This transforms your defending from frantic to calculated. Tip 7. Tackle. The most feared button. When timed perfectly, the tackle button in a Football 26 is a weapon, but only if you treat it like a precision tool. Never spam it. Wait for the attacker to take a slightly heavy touch. You'll see the moment. Their leg stretches, the ball moves a bit farther away, and the animation opens up. That tiny gap is your green light. Press tackle right there and you'll win the ball cleanly, no foul, and immediately launch a counterattack. Bad defenders tackle out of fear. Great defenders tackle out of timing. Elite defenders tackle out of prediction. TP8. Defending dribbles. The anti-Ronaldinho method. When someone starts spamming skills, the worst thing you can do is panic. Don't rush. Don't dive in. Don't react to the skill animation itself. Always wait for the exit. Every dribble has an ending direction, and that's where the attacker is truly going. Take tiny steps without overcommitting. Keep your defender's body facing the dribbler. Let them do their fancy moves. When they finally pick a direction, that's when you challenge. Dribblers only beat defenders who lose patience. Stay calm and you kill their entire plan. Tip 9. Call for pressure, your invisible second defender. This button is your best friend when used at the right moment. It adds a second defender to help you trap the attacker, close down passing lanes, and force mistakes. But the key is timing. You should never spam it, or you'll drag your entire team out of shape. Use it when the opponent is close to your box, when you're slightly behind the attacker, or when you want to force someone wide. A single well-timed pressure call can turn a dangerous situation into an easy interception. It's like having an extra line of defense that cleans up for you. These 9 principles are not hacks or quick fixes. They are the foundation of solid defending in eFootball 26 Mobile. When you master them, you stop panicking. You stop reacting emotionally. Your defending becomes calm, structured, and intelligent. You no longer rely on player ratings or luck. You rely on real skill and understanding. If this helped you, smash that like button, subscribe to Kachi eFootball, and tell me the next tutorial you want. Attacking, midfield control, camera angles, or goalkeeper secrets. And remember, attack wins games, but defense builds champions. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.